Hi guys, so today's video is going to be another BellabooBabe.com beauty vlog review. Now this is kind of like a guide on how to, my tips, and also just a bit of a product review on some fake tan or self-tanning products. So basically let's get right in and I'll take you through a few things that I think are really useful when keeping in mind fake tanning and self-tan, I guess you could say. So other than that, without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, just being open and honest, to be honest, I was a little bit hesitant when I was given all these fake tan products to review because number one, I'm very fair. I don't normally do fake tans and I'm kind of used to my natural fair colour. So I was a little bit like, oh, I hope I don't turn it like an Oompa Loompa. And I think one of the things with fake tan is if you're not used to it, or you know, if you use it all the time, you just got to keep in mind that it's never ever going to be perfect looking, it's never going to be the perfect colour. Certain products will work better for you than other ones will, and it's all about just finding that balance and finding that product that you think works for you. I personally wouldn't use a fake tan all year round. I know for summer it's really appropriate because if you're going to the beach or you know you're going to be wearing clothes that are a little bit more revealing, sometimes it's just nice to have a little bit more of a depth to your skin tone, a little bit more of a glow. In saying that, I do love pale skin, but sometimes it's nice to have a little bit more of a fresh summer glow. So basically there are pluses and minuses to having a tan, and definitely one of the good things about a fake tan is that the fact that it's fake and you're not going to be, you know, damaging your health or your skin or anything like that by exposing yourself to the sun's harmful rays. So basically, yeah, that's a few little things that I just want to throw out there before I get started and reviewing these products. So I'm going to review the products in order of how I'd actually use them, the step-by-steps that I think are really important. So the first product I'm going to be reviewing is Aviva, I think that's how you pronounce it, Aviva Deep Clean Pecan Shell Exfoliant. So exfoliating is a huge thing. Definitely a couple of days before applying your fake tan, you want to exfoliate all over your body. What this will do is basically give you like a clean surface to work with, a clear canvas. You're going to get rid of all the dry spots in your skin, and therefore the fake tan is actually going to sink in and develop more evenly than it would, say, if you didn't. So I like this one. It feels very soft on the skin. The little particles are not too scratchy or irritating on my skin, which is really nice considering how sensitive and dry my skin is at the moment, being on an acne medication called Roaccutane. So that definitely helps. I don't think that, you know, you have to buy this sort of thing. You could definitely, you know, just use any exfoliant you like. Just make sure it doesn't have any oils in it, because if you're going to be exfoliating just before you apply your fake tan, those oils will sort of act like a barrier and it won't let your fake tan develop. I have heard of some DIY scrubs which are amazing, but definitely don't recommend doing them, such as, you know, sugar and oil. That oil is just going to be disastrous. So definitely you could use a scrub like this. I think it's great, but there are also other alternatives out there that you could also try as well. So another vital step in skin prep is moisturising. So you definitely, a couple of days beforehand, like the exfoliating, in fact this would be perfect after you exfoliate, you want to moisturise the skin. This is going to help to even out all the dry patches, really keep your skin hydrated. Your fake tan is actually going to develop and sink in more evenly and not be as patchy. So this one here is by Aviva. It is the Velvet Soft Moisturising Cream. So definitely something like this really helps to really give you that even all over tan. It is paraben free, which is great, and parabens do tend to give irritation in the skin quite often, particularly if you have sensitive skin. So this is just going to prepare the skin for that fake tan and really going to hold it a lot better. I'd also actually recommend using this you know, in the days after you do your fake tan, because this will really help prolong the wear of your fake tan, and it doesn't contain any ingredients that are going to degrade the tan and strip it of that actual colour. So definitely worth investing something like this. I think this is a lovely scent and definitely something that you just really need to consider when you're doing your fake tans. Okay, so we'll get right down to business and I will show you the products that I have reviewed fake tan wise, so the actual fake tanners. So there's two brands, Clarins and also Brazilian Butterfly. So I'll show you the Brazilian Butterfly. Okay, so you can get it in a tube lotion like this, or they also have the mousse. Now, the thing I like about these two here is that they've got shea butter, vitamin E, and also aloe vera. So they're all really nourishing for the skin. They're going to help to moisturise the skin as well as self-tan it. The difference between these two, I'd say that this obviously is a lotion, so it's thicker and heavier to go on the skin, whereas this is a foam, so it's a bit lighter. They're both, I'd say that this one's a bit more sticky, whereas this one obviously has a lighter feel to it. Personally, I prefer to use something like this because I can really see and I can feel where it's going into the skin, whereas this one can sometimes get a bit lost. They both have that colour to them. I definitely say they're more of a brown bronze than an actual sort of orange or sort of like a real sort of light what's the right word to describe it? I'm trying to think of it in my head. They're definitely more browns than an orange, which I like. When I think of tan, I think of brown. I do not think of orange. I do not think of like a peachy colour. I think of brown. So you can really build up these two as well. When I had a hiatus a couple of weeks ago when I was still getting my camera and my wall sorted out, I was using both of these and I quite liked them. They do, however, though, with any fake tan, grab in certain areas that are drier. So I'd avoid going over the knees, the feet, the elbows. If you want to do it there, just do it really, really lightly. Make sure you moisturize up before you apply those products, and then that way you're sort of less likely to have those patches which are darker than the rest of the body. So the Brazilian Butterfly self-tan has actually come with this mitt as well. So this is an applicator mitt. So you can see there I've used it because it's all brown and gross. I've actually tried to wash this, but I think it stains it. So basically this is great so you don't get your hand all fake tannish and it doesn't leave any streaks or patches on the hand area. So you just, apply this in a buffing circular motion all over your body wherever you're applying it. I think this is great. You could also use just plastic gloves and do it that way. But this is nice because I really feel like you can get it evenly all over the body. So definitely something like this I think would be a good help when applying your fake tan. The only gripe I have with these two products here is that the smell, whilst it's nice to go on at first, smells very coconutty, very chocolatey. After it develops, after a couple of hours, it just smells like your classic fake tan, and that smell kind of annoys me, but I mean, it's what you get. If you want a fake tan, there is no way getting around the smell, so just something to keep in mind if you really don't like the scent of fake tan. This is a little bit more potent, I find, than most brands, so you just got to keep that in mind and make that sort of decision for yourself if you're able to put up with it or not. So the other self-tanner up for review is the Delectable Self-Tanning Mousse by Clarins. I love this. This is probably my favourite of the bunch. So when you open it up, it comes in this little container like that, and it's a white consistency, so it's kind of like a moussey souffle sort of body butter. It does have that fake tan smell. It's not nearly as potent as the other one, the Brazilian Butterfly. I really like this because it's very soft, very velvety on the skin. It is a lighter build-up of colour though. I'm actually wearing it now and I don't know if you can really see it because sometimes my camera can wash me out and the lighting can, so not 100% sure, but it builds you up really, really gradually, which is what I like. That way you're less likely to make a mistake. I don't find it grabs in areas as much, so I really definitely like this one. I know it's probably going to be a bit pricey, but definitely if you want to splurge, gradual self-tanner, I think this is perfect. The only thing with it is that I guess you could take this as a good thing. For me, it's not really a deciding factor whether I buy it or not. It contains SPF 15. Now, personally to me, I actually don't apply my fake tan during the day. I would not dare apply it during the morning or during the day because number one, I don't like the smell of fake tan. So what I do is I apply it at night time after I've had my shower, after I've exfoliated, after I've moisturised. I apply it to wherever I like to apply it, let it sink in for about 15 minutes, then I go to bed. That way you're less likely to rub it off or to smudge it or anything like that because you're just going to be sleeping. It's going to develop the colour more evenly that way too. And so 15 plus SPF sunscreen, it really doesn't make a difference to me because I'm not going to be in the sun. Obviously, I'm going to be in my bed. So the next couple of products up for review are very popular on the market, definitely. I can understand why though. So they are tan extenders, so moisturisers, lotions, anything that is going to prolong the wear of your tan is going to build it up really lightly. So it's probably about half moisturiser, half tanner. So it's going to keep that glow kicking on just a little bit longer, and then that way you don't feel like you need to apply another layer of fake tan and you feel you're going to overdo it or look too brown. So this just keeps it kicking a little bit longer, but you don't feel like you're going to overdo it basically. So there's 3 products up for review. So we've got the tanning extender from Brazilian Butterfly. This is more of a lotion. It's definitely thicker and heavier to go on the skin, but definitely something that, I use in conjunction with the actual self-tanner that they use. And then we've got 2 from Aviva. So this is the Skin Glow Light Tan Extender for all skin types. So you pop this on after you do your tanning every single day to build it up basically. And then we've got the Tan Restore, which I think these products are pretty much the same. However, this one is a little bit more potent. I'd say, generally speaking, a little bit more potent into really making your tan just stand out a little bit more and last a little bit longer, whereas this will just lightly add colour gradually. So when it comes down to fake tan, it's not really how much you spend. I mean, if you can find a really inexpensive self-tanner, that is awesome. If you feel like you have to purchase something that's a little bit more expensive to get the quality you like, then so be it. But at the end of the day, I think the preparation steps and the steps after really make a big difference. So exfoliating, moisturising, and just topping up as you need it. Definitely, go sparse on areas such as your knees, your feet, your elbows. They're the areas that are going to grab the most. Just make sure you don't get too much of it on your hands either. whatever. You know, I'm a bit guilty. I get some of it on that area there and it tends to build up. So it's all just trial and error. No one's fake tan is ever going to be perfect. That's why it's called a fake tan. But just experiment and try and see what you like and find something that works for you. But I hope this video has helped all of you out there. If you want to check out any of the links to the products I've reviewed, please see the down bar. And until the next video, guys, I will see you soon. Bye.